Hello, everybody.
I almost didn't turn on my proper microphone. We would still wouldn't be able to hear me because the DJI is right there, but I did remember to turn on the proper microphone. How are you all doing today? It is a lovely Thursday afternoon, and we're here to paint a horse.
How's the music?
How is the music, everybody? Let me know how it is. We have solved our music problem. Also, I wanted to say, I did see Luke, thank you so much for the gifted Hobby Night membership, and Double Digital, welcome to the Hobby Night Legion. It's lovely to have you join our community. It is a lovely Thursday afternoon.
Drop the music like 3 decibels.
Okay.
Down to like negative 28.
That's actually right where I am.
Yep, I think that'll do.
All right, perfect. Music sounds good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Lovely to see you all here in chat already. Keldon, Neo, in Wonderland, Luke, thank you so much for, it's a little loud compared to me. Well, we just turned it down a little bit, so you should be good now.
Yeah, they have some delays.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay from when I turned it down. Go for a painting. It's lovely to see you in chat. Craig, it's also lovely to see you. How is everybody doing? I've got a horse.
Of course.
Of course. I just realized I'm upside down from how I normally am. Yes, I'm reverse of where I normally am. Hold on, I need to.
So right click on yourself.
Yes. Well, I need to flip the horse's camera so the M50.
So right click on the horse.
I have.
And then transform, flip horizontal.
Flip horizontal. Thank you. No, that actually, I need to flip vertical. Okay. Actually, I'm upside down is the flip.
Sorry, you said sideways?
You're right, I did say sideways. That was my bad.
I can never trust the words she used.
I really do say the wrong thing sometimes. Okay, there we go. And he is facing actually, I still need to do the other thing too. Because I think so we were all sorts of facing the wrong way.
So I was right from the beginning?
You were? All right, there we go. This is how I'm looking at him. You're looking at him the same way. I appreciate that. Nobody talks to a horse, of course. No one does. A horse, of course. That is one of my favorite, like I can't say the word horse and not want to say of course. Like it is genuinely a problem. Legitimately a problem. Them squishy humans need to stay out of your forest. Danidao, are you a wood elf?
That sounded green skin.
But he didn't say humans.
He said humies, right?
No, he said humans.
Oh, humans. Okay.
Them squishy humans need to stay out of my forest.
Wait, a wood elf is calling a human squishy? They're the same toughness.
Oh, well then maybe he's a dryad. I don't know.
That's a better one.
You rode through the desert on a horse with no name once? Silverback Creations, I believe you. You are a wood elf? Heck yeah, I nailed it. Or are you an orc? Now I'm not sure, because we said both actually. But I'm gonna assume wood elf, because that's what I said first. Oh no, your damn orc 40k army is leaking through. No! Oh, okay, so are you both? You have wood elves for old world and then you're playing orcs and 40k? That's great, actually. A horse goes into a tavern. The owner asks, why the long face? He can't help it, okay? That's just how his little horse face is made. All right, well let's get working on our horse. So last time we mostly painted some frogs, and then I got a little bit of work done on the horse, like maybe an hour's worth, and we accomplished some things. We got a little bit of cleanup on the metallics. We did all of the leathers, but that's about as far as we got. I now want to do the legit. Oh, I also had painted the ears because I forgot to paint the ears previously because I was a little bit of a derp. Little bit of a derp. So now I think what we're going to do is we're going to clean up the metallics, which I'm going to do off camera because I don't really, not off camera, but off of recording. I don't think I really need to show that. There's just a few things that I need to touch up. Then once I am done with that, I want to paint the hooves. And then we're going to, I think, do a wash over all of the metallics and some of the leathers, because I'm thinking of doing a like Reikland's Flesh Shade wash. I don't really know. Actually, maybe I shouldn't do that because it's mostly silver, so maybe I should just do Nuln Oil. And then Reikland's Flesh Shade on the leathers, but regardless, we're gonna be doing something like that. D&D was amazing, and if you get me talking about it, I will not get painting done, so. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me tell you about my D&D game, it was so fun. So, Chaos Cultist is writing a homebrew for us, and so far we've done 2 sessions, and I have adored both sessions. And this is actually, so as much as like we've been like together for, has it been 20 plus years now?
No.
Is it 18?
About that.
Okay, so we've been together for about 18 years now. And outside of one-shots, I've not actually played in a campaign of D&D with him where he has written a long format one-shot, or a long format campaign. I've only ever played in like homebrew one-shots with him.
I haven't gotten the right long format campaign since college.
No, you really haven't. And I didn't play in as many of those campaigns with you in college just because like things didn't work out that way. So this is like my first like long campaign that he's doing that's a homebrew, and I am loving it so far. In yesterday's game, we're trying to find our contact for the gig that we're going on, which is set in Waterdeep in the Undermountain. So just to give you sort of an idea of the setting, that's where we are. We're in Waterdeep, but it's not like the Waterdeep campaign or anything like that. Like we're not running the book written campaign. He's just set in that town because he really likes Waterdeep as a setting. And the Undermountain's really fun to play around with, right? There's a lot of shit you can do in there. And so our objective is we need to go into Undermountain to some level. And do some stuff. But first we need to meet up with our contact, which we were told to meet at this specific location. When we got there in our first session, that person was not around. They just weren't there, right? The GM is Chaos Cultist. So he's GMing it for us. And then it's myself, Shay, also known as Shygoth Shay on Instagram, or Shygoth Secrets on her spicy channels, as well as her partner, Daddy Dom. Or Daddy Dom Seth, I think? I don't remember what his handle is actually now off the top of my head, but it's her partner. So we're all playing in this together. It's really fun, actually. We're having a blast. But okay, let me get back to the game. So we were meant to meet up with this particular contact. When we got to the location where we were supposed to meet her, she wasn't there. But there were some grungs. Now, if you're not familiar with them, because I think they're actually removed from Modern 5th.
Yeah, they're either from Critical Role or from Penny Arcades.
Yeah, so they're either from like the Penny Arcade Acquisitions Inc. stuff, which is where I feel like they might be from because they feel a little more cartoony, goofy, and that just feels more Penny Arcade vibe or Acquisitions Inc. vibe than Critical Role. I feel like still takes their setting and like narrative a bit more seriously, so I'm not really 100% sure. They could be
Poison Dart Frog.
They're basically Poison Dart Frog goblins, and they're so cute. And the thing that I love about them is depending on what color they are, that determines what their poison does to you. And all their poison does to you is makes you think you're a grung of some variety or in some way. So we had a variety of, like, you might have seen me painting some of the frogs on my stream last time. And then if you had joined me for my spicy stream with Yaz on this past Saturday, you would have seen me working on some of the actual smaller dudes. And the toads were the ones that I was working on yesterday or the day before on Tuesday, whatever that day was. So like we were accosted by these little frogs. And they were so damn cute, and we painted like 12 of them. I loved it. It was great. We got to use them all. It was so fantastic. We ended up going and we followed them because we had fought some in our previous session, and so when this yesterday's session started, we were like, okay, we had just followed some or just fought some. We can see their trail. Obviously, they seem like they're the ones who likely kidnapped our contact because we found their camp, but they're missing. So let's go investigate and follow these frogs. So we do. And we see I had let one go because I was going to use that as a way to be like, I beat up your friend. If you don't want me to hurt the rest of you, give me what I'm asking for kind of idea. Didn't work out that way. They did not give it. They didn't care. They were just terrified and ganged up on us. So they did not morph into lizardmen. No, they did not morph into lizardmen. So we approached the building where they are basically residing, and they had taken over this like old manor, like Tudor manor, that would have been like the mayor's place in this town that had been dilapidated, removed, or abandoned rather, and was being overtaken by the swamp, which is where they normally live. So they had moved in, and we were like, okay, that seems a likely place where our contact probably is. Let's go in and investigate. But as we're approaching, we see this like the fancy blue frog that I painted with like really wild orange plumage, and just like, he looks really fancy. He's got a stave. He is a caster. So he like sends the rest of the little dudes that are with them inside, and then he like bellows out this word in his own language. None of us speak it. And when he does that, the 3 fucking trees that are in the field, which is like, we have, for our setup, we're using like mats, we have miniatures, we have like terrain and everything, because we have all the tools for that. So we're using it all. We're capitalizing on the things that we purchased. And so he set up some trees, and the leaves got all blown off the trees as this like little frog bellowed this word out, and these fucking trees animate. And we had to fight trees, 3 of them. It was intense. I'm playing the tank in our campaign, and I'm a paladin. Okay, I'm a punching paladin. I love it. I love it so much. I use my fist. I tried to grapple the tree. I did not succeed, unfortunately. I'm not strong enough yet to grapple the tree. Actually, no, sorry, I did grapple the tree. I wanted to suplex the tree, but I'm not strong enough to lift the tree yet. It's
a huge creature.
It's a huge creature, and I could not suplex the huge creature, despite being an orc. It's fine. So I wasn't able to suplex the tree, unfortunately, but I did grapple the tree, and I like squeezed it and broke its bark a lot. Eventually we destroyed them. We kicked their ass. We nearly died, but we did do it. And so we ended up going into the manor. We encounter some of the frogs. Like, we get some like relatively big waves because we kind of take a little while to sort of investigate some stuff and like make our plan and everything. We were doing prep, so the frogs were allowed to prep. So we come in, we do take out 1 small group, but then we end up fighting 2 larger groups almost very shortly after that. Thankfully, we were able to do at least 1 short rest in between, like as a pause to sort of replenish some things, get a little bit of our HP back, etc. We take care of all the frogs, all the while we are getting poisoned left and right by these little frogs. Like, at one point, my character gets poisoned by one of the red frogs, and one of the red frogs' poison, what it ends up doing is it makes you really hungry. You just have to eat. I ended up consuming 3 days worth of rations out of my pack because of this little red frog's poison. So after I killed it, I have tied up its carcass, and I'm going to use it to replenish my rations. I'm taking one from Delicious and Dungeon here. We're just eating the monsters. So that's really fun. Our contact is like a fantastic artificer character. She's a kobold who, I don't know how it happened, but she's lost all 4 of her limbs. So now she has mechanical like limbs that she can animate. Like, she can control them and make them like move. And so they like walked to her because our little grung friends, they're not our friends, they were our enemies. They separated her from her limbs and put her in a Faraday cage so that she couldn't like psychically contact them because she's telekinetic. And it just, oh my God, it's so, I am loving the campaign. Now we are tasked with having to find the artificers. I don't remember exactly what it was called.
Construct.
It's her.
Name's Chomper.
Chomper, that's right. We have to find Chomper, who is like, I believe her dragon construct like pet. Because I know our artificers tend to get like a mechanical pet that they get to control and everything, and I think does combat for them to some level. I don't know like exactly the details. I've never played an artificer, but yeah, I remember it a little bit. So that's gonna be really fun. I can't wait for our next session. It's gonna be great. Ah! But yeah, that's how D&D's been going. Genuinely, like, I have not played a like continuous sit down campaign of D&D that's been like really consistent in years. Like, I had one that sort of started, but it was really, really inconsistent, and ultimately I don't think we ended up continuing it, at least not not as the group that it was or as the campaign as it started. So like to be able to do this and actually get to play D&D again, like has been fantastic. I am debating. So we got a level up at the end of our last session. We're now level 3. I get to pick my oath. I'm debating between 2 and I just can't make a decision. Like, one, I think, is just like metagame knowledge superior in regards to, I think, some of the bonuses it gives me, especially since I am playing a punchy grappler paladin. Because I basically, the glory paladin, if you guys are familiar, or the glory oath, if you take it, if you're familiar with it, it basically gives you a really big bonus to, basically, I don't remember what it's called exactly. It's something athlete, star athlete maybe, or something like that, but, or elite athlete. But it gives you like some real big bonuses to athletics, to acrobatics, which I'm already built to be like an athletics crazy person because that's how I'm grappling everything. So if I took this, it would really up my grapple. However, I was looking through all of my options, and one of the options is the Oath of the Crown. And because the Oath of the Crown is described as like having faith in a society, but it's not specifically saying that like society as in like humanity or like a people, it's just society. My character has a allegiance to a specific group canonically within the world, and it's gonna be relevant to the campaign. And I kind of like thematically, the crown feels a bit more thematic to the character, whereas like glory feels more potent to just making the character that much stronger when it comes to like ability checks and like hurting people. Whereas the crown one still has some good healing, so there's still, both of them have healing potential through my channel divinity. So they both have that, and I think they're both pretty decent. I can't remember which one I would say is like maybe better. I think glory only because my charisma isn't super high, and I do think the crown one uses like my charisma bonus. But I can up that when I get an ability bonus, which I actually think is in level 4. I think that's we get an increase to our ability score at level 4. So I might, if I do the crown one.
You get a feat.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, but you can use the feat for the ability score.
Got it. Okay. Cause so yeah, like so what I could do is I could end up like, I could take the crown with the intention of dumping points into charisma to make that healing better because it's a bonus action. And I can use my channel to divinity for it. So there is that. But the reason that I like the crown one, other than the fact that I can literally have her be faithful to the society that she works for, and thematically that just really works. I really like the idea. So the crown one allows me to one-on-one challenge people. Like forcibly. I can force them
It's a forced taunt.
It's a forced taunt, basically, and they have to, like, unless they run away from me or I get incapacitated in some way through, like, being knocked out or dying, they have to fight me. And I kind of love the idea, just, like, based on how Abigail is. That's her name. My paladin's name is Abigail Stone. She is an orc paladin. And Abigail, like, just based on how she is, I feel like that fits her so well. And so like that's the thing that I'm torn between. Like one of them fits the character like thematic, and don't get me wrong, I could still challenge people. There's even a spell like, actually I don't know if I don't have access to it actually from the glory list, I don't think. But maybe I'll have access to it just as a standard paladin list. I don't really know how that works exactly. But there is a spell that like I can compel a challenge. And I could still like challenge people, but I love the idea that I can force it. Via, yeah, compel duel, yes. Like, I wanna do that. And that, like, I don't know, that idea tickles me so much. And so, you sent too soon for the one that fits her? No, it's fine. It's fine, Shay. I'm just genuinely talking through it because I still haven't made a decision. Like, glory is really powerful. It's really powerful, but like, crown, I think just like, for where I'm feeling this character is going, where I feel like I want her to go, and how her attitude is developing, the crown one just like really fits. And so I'm so torn, but the athleticism, like I can't deny the bonus to athleticism. I need to look at it again. Really, it comes down to which healing is better, because both of them have a healing option, and this is the thing that I'm so torn. This is the thing I'm so torn on. I'm so glad that you were listening and lurking. You say go for Oath? Or you say go for the Glory, you mean? Is that the one you were thinking? Yes, everybody say hello to Shay. She is lovely, and we want her to come back on the channel often, so, and she does plan to, don't worry. But your support and saying hello to her will make it known that you really want to see her back. But yeah, I'm just like, I loved the game. Like, I am loving the game. I loved fighting the trees. I loved fighting the little frogs. I can't wait to go into like whatever the basement of this place is gonna be and whatever that leads to. Like, can't wait. It's gonna be so cool.
You got a boat.
We got a boat! Oh my god, okay, yes, you're right. So before I actually get painting. So one of the other things that happened is Chaos Cultist has made the decision that he really wants this to be sort of like an anime style campaign, and we're gonna have lots of like magical items and like things. With both the intention of potentially using or potentially selling and or trading for other goods when we run into towns and end up being able to get like better armor for ourselves and stuff like that. And we opened a chest in the mayor's house, the former mayor's house, and he described it as being a chest that was filled with the objects that the Grung had stolen off of the various caravans that they had been raiding going into Waterdeep. And one of the things, we found actually a couple of brilliant things, okay? So I am playing this game with, you said it too soon, you meant you just go for what's fun and fits the character. That's what I'm doing for your, oh, okay, honestly, Shay, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Like, I do think I'm gonna go Crown. Like, it's so stuck in my head that I do think I'm gonna end up going Crown. I need to, like I said, I wanna look at the healing factors one more time, but even then I think I'm probably gonna do Crown because I feel like I can build into that. And I've already sort of talked it over with Chaos Cultist, and like thematically for the character, he thinks both fits as well. So I'm like, it's probably gonna be that. Okay, but going back to our loot that we found. Okay, we opened this chest filled with things that they had stolen from various caravans. One of the things that we got, and I'm so excited for it because it opens up potential for him to do stuff with like waterworks in the Underdeep. We found a folding boat, or like a collapsible boat. It's a boat that's like in a box like this big or so, and so it can fit in a pack, but then you like say a command word and it either can turn into a rowboat or a fucking like keel boat, which is like the big ones that you can kind of live on.
It's like a Viking, when you think of Viking longship,
yeah,
keel boat.
Exactly. So I'm so pumped for that. So we found a folding boat. We could also like sell it or trade it for like a shit ton of money because I think it's worth like 3,000 gold or something like that. But I am intending on keeping this boat. They'll have to fight me. I'm carrying it right now, so they'll fight me to get it out of my hands to be able to sell it, because I'm keeping that thing in case we run into water or like a lake or something. I don't know what's in the Undermountain, but the Mad Mage did some weird shit and there could be water. The other really cool thing, there's two other really cool things that I think we found that I think are just funny. Actually, there's like three things. There's four things. The list just keeps getting longer. So we found a shield that we can command it to change its face. Like, it's got a face sculpted onto it, and you can just make it express, like, do an expression. So you can make it happy or sad or angry or like scared or I don't know, whatever. But that's silly. That's just a silly one. We also got a cloak of billowing. So it just like on a command word will billow behind you, which I think is fantastic, especially since Shay is playing a bard who is going into the school of dance, and she's going to be a pole dancer, and it's great. I'm thrilled, and I want her to have the billowing cloak as she's doing like performances, so that it's just like billowing dramatically behind her, even if there's zero wind. We also found a hat of vermin. Now this is particularly fantastic because Chaos Cultist didn't specifically intend for this, but he had previously given our druid, who is being played by Shay's partner, a ring that allows him to speak with animal charm animal, like befriend animal, I think is the spell, and fear them. And so
the Ring of Animal Friendship.
Yeah, the Ring of Animal Friendship. So he has a Ring of Animal Friendship, and he now has a Hat of Vermin, which means he can summon a rat, a bat, or a toad out of a hat, like a magician. That animal will try to freak out and run. He can activate the ring, charm the animal. Then he can activate the ring again and speak with the animal. Now we have a tiny, probably not noticeable creature to go scout for us. How brilliant does that sound? I love the combination of these items. Then, we technically have the baby of the trees that we fought, because one of the other items that we got was like a pot of growing, I think is what it's called.
Pot of Awakening.
Pot of Awakening, thank you. It is a pot of awakening. I believe it is a 30-pound pot of dirt with a seed in it. And if it grows after like 30 in-game days or something like that.
1 month.
1 month. Then a shrub of awakening will pop out of it. And we can have a baby pet shrub. And I am pumped to have this baby pet shrub. Like, I am so hyped. So yeah, that has been my D&D campaign. Oh, and Shay got a really cool rapier that like poisons people because it's like a bug rapier and she's kicking ass with it. Abigail thinks she should use it more, and she's really, really impressed.
Technically, she is the highest DPS per average turn.
She really is, actually, especially with that rapier. It's kicking ass, so...
Because you can also sometimes do that D4.
Yes.
But she can always do the D4.
Yeah, she can always do the D4. I can sometimes do the D4. Bat in a hat, it sounds like a crazy kid story. I mean... Yes! Oh my god, we can call him Groot! Our shrub in a pot, our awakened shrub. He doesn't live in the pot for long though. He once he's full grown, he pops out of it and apparently breaks the pot, so we can't use the pot again, which is sad. The Shrub of Awakening, yes. Sounds like the story of your puberty. Hello, Go For It Painting, it's lovely to see you. But yeah, so that's been really good. Oh, and I got a ring off of the trees that were awakened that will make my punches poison damage. So I can punch ghosts. I'm so excited. So excited. All right. D&D talk has concluded. Genuinely just having really fun with the game. Like, I love small, intimate D&D games. They are super, super fun, and this one has just been great, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. So you'll probably, the last thing I guess I'll say about D&D is you can probably expect more D&D miniature painting streams going forward, because I definitely want to keep trying to have painted miniatures if possible for us for our sessions, because it's been super fun. And we're gonna end up ordering Hero Forge miniatures so we can do some custom sculpts for our miniatures. And ideally, I don't know if Shay is still in chat or if she bounced already. I haven't seen her in a little bit talking, but since she said hello to everybody. But Shay, if you happen to be in stream still, I know we've talked about having us get miniatures and then you coming on and doing a painting stream with me while we work on them. So ideally, that would be really cool. I'm actually gonna reach out to Hero Forge and see if maybe they wanna do like a sponsored stream and or something like that. That'd be really cool. But regardless, I'm probably gonna get the miniatures anyways, because I want to make my Paladin Orc in like miniature form and get her painted up so that I can have her stomping around, because I love doing that. I've done it for my last 2 campaigns and I want to do it for this one because it's really, really cool. 100% role playing is why I've gone through most of my Sea of Grey. Honestly, it's something that like, it's been encouraging me. Like I literally was just wanting to do something like ridiculous and like super small, but like quick and easy. And I pulled out a couple of like rats. Oops, I always forget to plug the computer in to charge it while I'm doing this. And then it tells me that its battery gets low and then I'm like, oh, whoops. So I painted, hold on, let me finish adjusting this. So I started working on some of just like our little common vermin creatures for D&D. And I have these like a bunch of rats from the Bones collection. And so I've been getting them on little bases and painting them up. Okay, good, awesome. I knew you probably would, so yeah, we'll definitely plan on that. I haven't constructed that email to Hero Forge yet, but I'm gonna be doing that this week before the end of the week, and hopefully, fingers crossed, which I guess is like very soon, so I'll need to do it tomorrow or something.
I'll get on it.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. Because I also want to look and see what their options are and like see how even expensive they are and stuff. Like, that's the other thing. But regardless, I want to do the stream. I want to have us come on and paint our miniatures. I think it'd be really cool. So we're definitely going to be doing it. He does kind of look like a little ninja rat, doesn't he? But yeah, I have a bunch of those that I've been working on. I also have a bunch of little spiders and stuff. Oh, I do. I have definitely used Skaven as like rat men in D&D before. Absolutely. I think specifically we may have used some of our our Skaven Blood Bowl players. But we also had a kill team. Warcry? No. Underworlds. I think we had an Underworld set that had Skaven in it, and we may have used them previously too. So, Ratmen are so fun. I love Ratmen. Skaven are great. They're not. Are they in Age of Sigmar again?
Yes.
Okay.
They've always been.
Okay, they were always okay. For some reason, I just feel like I never see anything new.
They have definitely done a lot of stuff.
Huh. I just genuinely don't remember the last like I'm thinking of all the recent like previews that I've seen
It was like 2 or 3 years ago, but yeah.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, there was one like a couple
It's been
like
post-lockdown.
Wow. It's been a while, man. Skaven. If they came out with Mordheim again, if they re-released Mordheim, that'd be sick.
Would be. I felt like Cursed City was an attempt at that, and then no.
I also really felt like Cursed City was sort of an attempt at that, and then also no. Like, Cursed City was such an unfortunately timed thing, because I really feel like they had so much more planned for that, and the pandemic just ruined it.
Yep.
Kaiser, how are you doing? How are you doing? You have not missed much, thankfully. I have just actually started working on the horse because I was talking about my D&D campaign for the last 30 minutes because it was awesome. Luke, thank you so much for the gifted membership. And Keldon Raven, welcome to the Hobby Night Legion. It's lovely to have you join us. Luke, genuinely thank you for both of the memberships that you've gifted so far today. That is wonderful. We really, really appreciate your continued support. All right, we need to put a little bit of touch up on the like rivets. Rivet. No, not frogs. The rivets of this leather. I guess maybe they're studs. Stud. I'm silly. Telos, thank you for the 7 months as a member. Hey, Angela and Chaos Cultist, hope you both are well. Telos, no, I'm saying that right. Cool, I was like, did I misread it? I'm slightly blind, even with glasses on. Thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. That is awesome. Really, really appreciate you. And we are both doing quite well, thank you. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. Are you up to anything fun right now? Are you doing anything cool? Tell me about it in chat. And that goes for anybody in chat who wants to tell me about anything cool that you guys are doing.
Angela, what are you doing tomorrow?
Oh my gosh, tomorrow I am going to be celebrating my birthday with y'all. We are planning on being here on the main channel. I know that normally YouTube doesn't appreciate when I bring Lego onto the main channel, but it's my birthday. And all I want to do is I just want to sit down, hang out with you guys, and build the Going Merry because I purchased the Going Merry for the new Lego One Piece sets that they're doing with their Netflix collab, and God, I'm so excited. We also got the Baratier, but I figured the Mary would probably be more interesting and conversationally worthy of a talk, and we might even, I don't know, if Chaos Cultist helps me build it during the stream at all, like I don't know, we haven't talked about that at all, but if he does end up doing that, we might finish it on like a couple hour stream, I don't really know. But regardless, that is my plan tomorrow. So if you want to come and celebrate my birthday, which is on Monday technically, but I don't really stream on Mondays usually. That's sort of my day off, and so I'm just going to use it as my normal day off. Which I'll probably need because I will be throwing axes the day before to celebrate with some friends. So that'll be fun, and my arms will probably be tired because I haven't thrown axes in ages, and I don't know how well I'll do, but I'm hoping I at least stick one. God, I hope I stick one. When I throw axes when I go to the run fair, I don't tend to stick many of the axes into the actual target. So I'm hoping that because this will be like, I'm assuming a cork target instead of like a hay target, that maybe it'll stick a little better and I'll be successful. Oh, your goddaughter has a birthday tomorrow as well. That's awesome! Happy birthday to her! Oh, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. You're playing Zelda while your Trench Crusade is almost finished painting? Nice! Which faction did you end up getting for Trench Crusade? Because I know there's like 6 of them or something like that, right? There's a number. I don't know if it's a tomahawk or an axe, actually. They call it axe throwing, so I assume it's an axe, but I don't actually know. I've not been to the place before. This will be our first time.
It's one of those beers and axe throwing places.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, if you're familiar with like those beer and axe throwing places in the States, I don't know if they have them in other places. I assume they probably do.
They have them in Europe.
Yeah, I would assume that they do. So it's like one of those types. I hope your recovery has been going well. I still can't believe your bike deer incident like happened. That's wild. Ooh, you're deciding whether you want to expand your existing Battletech faction or make a new one. So what would be the advantages or disadvantages to starting a new one? Like, do you have, like, is there a strong desire? Does your current one feel like it's missing something on like a mechanics level or a tactics level or on an aesthetic level that you're just like, man, I really wish it had X? Or would starting a brand new one be just more fun for you because you would just be able to think in a totally different style? I guess that would be like what I would consider. You ended up going with the Trench Pilgrims? Nice. I don't remember if I know what the new Antioch looks like, and I don't. I need to go grab my phone. I never put my Instagram ad up that I had started. Hold on. I'll be right back, chat.
Angela.
I'm sorry. I don't even know where my phone is.
I don't know either.
I think it might be downstairs. I'll bring you with me. Don't worry, chat. I'm not leaving you technically. I mean, you won't be seeing me. You're hanging out with chair, but just pretend like I'm sitting in chair, and then this will make way more sense. I just need to find where my phone is because I don't know what I did with it. Hello, phone? Where are you? Phone? Kita, are you on it? Have you commandeered my phone under your fluffy booty? Is my phone under you? No? Okay, it doesn't. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you move when my phone isn't under you, but I'm just trying to find it. What did I do with it? Okay, maybe when I showered, I left it. Oh, actually, chat, I bet I know what I did with it. I bet it's still in my backpack. Oh my God, it is. I found it, everybody. I found it. All right, let's get a ad up. I would like to go into my camera, thank you. Here we go. Yeah, all the other ads went up, but not the Instagram one. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. There I am. I look horrible in that photo. Hold on, I'm gonna do my hair differently. Alrighty. That looks better. Let me get the link. I mean, there's plenty of you here, but dang it, I need to do.
Not enough.
There's not a. No, that's not true. You're all wonderful. Don't go anywhere. No, you're all wonderful. I just want to I'm trying to be more consistent with this, and I just unfortunately keep unintentionally leaving things until the last minute and then not being ready. And it's very annoying. I'm really angry at myself for it. Boo, boo, boo. I'm live. Nope, that's not how you spell live at all. And then we'll say there we go. There. All right. You're thinking of starting a Khorne 40k army? Yes. Are you wanting to do like Demons of Khorne, or are you wanting to do like World Eaters or something like that? Like, are you doing like a Space Marine faction that is Khorne themed, or are you doing like pure Khorne demons, bloodletters all the way, riding on juggernauts? Which is it gonna be? Double Digital, you got a gifted membership from Luke earlier at the beginning of the very beginning of the stream. That's where you got your gifted membership. Starfury, I really should. The problem is like, I'm never good about using checklists unless they're like physically written out and I have like them on a piece of paper in front of me, and I don't have like a little thing for that right now. I mean, I could probably get one, but like, I'm never good at, like, I've tried having them on my phone as like, okay, have this open, but like I never open the app and it doesn't like remind me well enough, or I can ignore it too easily, etc. So it's just, it never quite works. Telos, thank you so much for the $10 donation. For Battletech, it's mostly what mechs canonically you can use, but that's also not usually in Force, but I also enjoy making mostly canon forces, so often lets me make themed forces. Ah, I understand. I understand. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. Like, I know when you're creating your, they're called spearheads, is that what it's called? Or no, that's not
Lance.
the word. Lance, thank you. It's a lance, hello. I don't know why I always forget that. I should just remember A Knight's Tale. So when you're, like, I wasn't sure when you're creating your lance, and then, I don't actually, what is it called when you have multiple lances? Because lances are 4, right? That's the 4 dudes, or
Yeah.
the four bots together.
Yep.
So what is it when you have like...
It's like 3 of them together.
Yeah, like what is it when you have like 3 of them together, or whatever the next size up is? Like, isn't there multiple tiers?
Yeah, it's like it's something like a wing or a squadron or something, but I don't know it.
Got it. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with it either. Like, I know I've read about it like once or twice before, but for some reason it's not something that super sticks in my head, and I don't know why. Hello, Rasmus. How are you doing? I mean, phalanx would be cool. That does make sense, but I don't know if it's actually... Lance is the inner sphere star for... Oh! Lance for inner sphere, star for clans. Oh, star for clans. Okay, then 3 lances are a company. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. And then is there something above lance, company, and then battalion is what it is? Okay. Mimics real world army structure. I assumed it did, but I wasn't sure. Like, sometimes they do slight variations, or they're using like a specific army's structure or something like that, as opposed to like more broadly. So I always forget. But thank you. That helps clarify. And Telos, thank you for the $5 donation as well. Really, really appreciate it. Chaos Marines are extremely cool. Like, I personally am a huge fan of Chaos Marines, but Chaos Demons, just as the demons, equally badass. Like, Gorn Demons especially are really fun to paint because, like, for me, I like to approach them in a very simple way sometimes where, like, because they are a lot of reds and oranges and yellows, ultimately, I will base coat them in a dark purple of some variety, whether it be with like a purple wash, contrast color, or literally starting with a opaque primer purple color tone. But then if you build up your red and then orange into some bright yellows on like the tips and everything, and then do some really gorgeous, just like brassy gold armor and then wash that and it's so pretty. It's so pretty and it's so simple and it's very fun to paint, extremely fun to paint. The clans use different scaling because they chose to be different. Yeah, no, I knew that. Like I didn't realize that the clans didn't call them lances exactly, but I knew the clans were different from the inner sphere. I just didn't realize they had different naming conventions. I'm trying to understand why. Is it star because like the clans, from my understanding, and you can absolutely correct me.
There's 5 of them? Like, is the lance bigger than, or is it?
Oh yeah, actually, is that the case? Is a lance? Because I know a lance is 4. Is a star also 4, or are there 5 in a star?
Because they are expensive mofos. They may have gone bigger.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I have played some BattleTech actually. I have 2 lances made because I believe the miniatures that I've all painted have all been inner sphere ones. I don't think I've painted any clans miniatures yet. Although I've looked at the clans miniatures. I remember when that Kickstarter was like out 5 years ago or something, or new 5 years ago, and they looked badass. Like they looked completely. It is 5-man. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Hence why they're called star. So what is this? Does it go for the clans? Do they still go into a ultimately into a battalion, and then as well as the, what was it again? Now I'm forgetting the God, why is my brain like this? The company, like, does it go star, company, battalion, or do they have a different name for company and battalion as well?
I bet they do.
I would imagine that they do have a different name for it. Okay, so it starts to get really weird after that because you start also have like binaries and trinaries and clusters and galaxies. It goes star, binary, trinary, cluster, galaxy. Interesting.
I'm assuming that's 2, 3,
okay,
4 more.
Yeah, so I'm going to assume a binary is 2 squads of stars, and then a trinary is 3 squads of stars. A cluster is like what, 5 of stars, and then like, or is like a cluster like a binary and a trinary?
A binary and a trinary would be 5.
True, yeah, you're right. You've never played BattleTech as a tabletop, but you used to do the virtual game as a pilot. That's awesome.
Like battle pods? Or?
Like, are you talking like, he said VGL pilot? And I'm not sure what VGL stands for. Is that the battle pod? Okay, so so it does make sense if you like stop and think about it, I suppose. Bloodthirsters are gonna be so fun to paint, Craig. You're gonna have so much fun painting a Bloodthirster. It's gonna be delightful. Speaking of painting, I should probably get back to painting. Way too eager about this conversation. It's because I'm learning things and I need to pay attention. Plus, I also need to do my work. But yeah, tomorrow, if you want to come hang out with me just to divert a little ways back into our conversation, I will be building the Going Merry from the new Lego One Piece collection, and we'll be celebrating my birthday. So that's the idea. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh my God, I got brown paint there. No! It's fine. I'll fix it. But yeah, it should be a grand time. And then on Saturday, if you want to continue to celebrate with me, but for it to get a little bit spicier, you can join me. I haven't decided what time I'm starting yet.
You should decide that soon.
Yeah, I should. I think I'm gonna do it in the evening. That makes more sense, right?
Yep.
Okay, so probably do you think I should do 5 or 6?
6.
Okay, 6 p.m. It's decided now. Officially the first announcement. So if you want to join me for a spicy birthday live stream, that will be happening over on my OnlyFans free page, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific summertime, or your regional equivalent. No worries. Don't worry if you aren't sure when you're going to be home or anything. I do tend to just repost the streams later on for purchase later if you really want to get your hands on them if you missed it. So don't worry. There is opportunities. The Battle Pod ones, Keldon? Okay, oh my god. I have done the Battle Pods at Gen Con and I love them. It's so freaking cool. Like, they're so awesome. I was very bad at that. Like, I mean, I got like, if I did it like a bunch in a row, which I was able to do one of the years that I went to Gen Con, because I've done it a couple times. But one of the years, like, I got I got a couple of kills and I felt real good about it. But most of the time I was just like flailing and getting my ass handed to me, because there were some guys who just, I think have been playing the game since it came out and they were just insanely good. That's really cool. I absolutely think you could use a metallic gold, especially if you're wanting to have an underlayer of like a shimmer underneath. Like, especially like, let's assume you're working on either like some sort of corn demon or something that's really textured, maybe a dragon or something like that, like a big red dragon, okay? Something that's very scaly, something that has a lot of texture to it. If you wanted an undertone of a shimmer of gold, you absolutely could do that. You are just going to risk it blending a little bit. Like, the reason I go purple is because purple is such a dark color that it functions really well as a shadow color tone without being a pure black. And the purple works as a tertiary color when you're doing like an analogous color scheme. So an analogous color scheme is literally just meaning when you look at a color wheel. Hold on, I'm grabbing one so that we can.
Color theory time.
Color theory time. Okay, so we've got a color wheel here, right? Let me adjust. Can I? Well, okay. All right, ignore the center thing. Just look at the outside. Okay, so an analogous color scheme simply means colors that are adjacent to each other on the color wheel. This is one that is broken down into red, red, orange, yellow, etc. This is how most color wheels are broken down. So analogous here would be like violet going into red, violet going into red, red, orange. That could be an analogous color scheme. Another analogous color scheme, and this is what I tend to do, is I go red, violet into a yellow. And I use like basically this tone of this range of colors, because when I go from my purple, it gives me a really beautiful deep shadow that complements with all of these colors. And the nice thing is you can go the other direction. So you can also, and this is why I like purple as a shadow tone over black, okay? Like, it's just, it works so much better because you can also undertone anything in, again, a purple and go into your blues and greens. It works just as well, looks really, really pretty. And it's what I did on Chaos Cultist and Necrons. So like, that's an analogous color scheme, and that's why I recommend the purple. When you're doing the gold, what you're doing is you're kind of starting with like your yellow orange as your base, and then you're going back through, back up. So you might not get as much depth. I think it could still work. And especially since the gold will literally be metallic and not an actual pure yellow like it is on this color wheel, you are going to get a different effect, but I would almost recommend, like honestly, what I might recommend doing is if you want to do this, and it's going to add, in my opinion, like 2 steps, I guess, to what you want to do. But what I would do is I would base coat base coat the sections that you want to have be your red, orange, yellow, like your fiery color tones, whether it be for your corn demons or not, and base it in gold. Then wash that gold using a dark purple wash, not a black, but a dark purple wash. Once you've done the purple wash and that has had plenty of time to dry, you don't want it to be wet still, it needs to be fully dry. Come back in using that same gold that you based it in, dry brush back over top the wash. That way your edges are popped back out a little bit with more of that gold, but you still have subdued some of that color tone so that it's not as vivid and not as bright, because you do, like, the part of the point of putting the purple in there is to add depth to your shadows, and you might be losing that a little bit if you go with gold as your shadow color tone. Because you, like, basically for me, like when I do these analogous color schemes, especially when I'm doing them as a dry brush, which is normally what I do, like whenever I do this, I'm going from like the base coat of purple, which is flat color, but the red, the orange, and the yellow that I'm painting over top of it is almost always a dry brush. It's very rarely doing like standard traditional painting, like layering. It's almost always a dry brush. And so you'll do that, and you might not have as much depth if you do just the gold by itself. That's why I might recommend doing the wash. But honestly, there are no rules, exactly as Luke said, and you can totally, honestly, test it on something, see what it looks like, and then if you really, really like it, by all means, do it on everything that you want to. Like, that's for me, that's what I end up doing a lot of times. Like, if I have a plan, I will generally try to test it on something that's like less important to me. Normally, like, one of the bazillions of Space Marines that I'll probably never actually add to my actual Space Marine army, so I'm just using them as sacrificial test subjects. And so that ends up working. Okay, sorry for the ramble about analogous colors and everything. It's 2 a.m. in the UK right now? Oh, you mean when I'll be streaming on Saturday? It will be a little bit late for some people in the in England and Europe, but well, yeah, I was stumbling on words for a second. I'm going to get some water. My tongue is like very dry. So I have made a Discord, but it is locked to my patrons. I don't know if I can set up, I don't know if YouTube has made it so I can set you guys up with it. I might be able to, does YouTube give me your Discord usernames? I could add you that way so that members could start.
Surely they have it automated if it's that far.
I would hope so. I need to look into it. When I first set up members, there was not a way, as far as I could tell, to make it so that members automatically got the Discord invite. But I also don't know if maybe Discord has a bot for that gets tied to YouTube in some way. Like maybe they've added that since I've joined it, because I do have a Discord, but it is specific to my patron only, because that's, you have to join the patron in order to get access to it. I would love to look into it, so I will definitely do that and see if I can get it access for members as well, because I've wanted to link both. I just haven't been sure how. Yes, the live stream on Saturday is going to be at 6 p.m. Exactly. It's totally worth experimenting to see what might look good. I completely agree. All right, let's see. Okay, I will definitely look into that then, because I know like I said, when I first set up members, I looked to see if there was a way for me to do that, and I didn't at the time see it. But that was like a year ago.
I'd be surprised.
So I bet there probably is a way for me to do it now, and I will absolutely look into that, because yes, I would love to have both groups being able to meet in the Discord, because I intentionally keep it private because I don't want it to be like a public one. I'm not on there super often as much as like maybe I should be or anything like that, but I have a lot going on. I get on there, I like looking at what people are doing, but I myself have never been super like a forum type of girl. So I don't actually like post that much unless it's really relevant to like channel updates and keeping you guys informed, right? But I love seeing, like, I love going on there and like commenting and like respond and reacting to everything that people are showing, because like, oh my God, my Discord members, you guys do some phenomenal work, like genuinely phenomenal. Very much love it. And I love just like the variety is really cool too. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about it. So I would love to be able to have members, be able to do that. There we go, we're back. Okay, have I done all my cleanup? No, there's a little bit of white that I do, but let me also make sure that I'm working on the silver before my silver completely dries on my palette, because I've been wasting time. I've actually been wasting time. We've been chatting, it's fun. It's good. I'm so excited because like we're really quickly approaching Ren Fair season. And I'm really excited to go to the Ren Fair again. The horse has made me think of that. I know I haven't started on the night yet, it's fine. The objective is this horse will be finished today. Like I want to get his like texture paint on his base. We're gonna get all the washes on him. Did I just not paint that gold at all? Okay, that was silly of me. And that little rivet, and now we just need to do all these little rivets. Let's try not to get silver on the fracking leather, Angela. We don't want the silver on the leather, we just want it on the studs. Oh, you have a Renaissance fair where you are right now? Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, the one that I normally go to is happening a little bit earlier this year than normal, which is fine. And I'm very excited to be going to it because like I've gone the last, it's been the last 4 years. Have we gone the last 4 years in a row?
I think so.
Yeah, so like we've gone to this Ren Fair the last 4 years in a row. I've always enjoyed it. Honestly, it's gotten bigger, but not like insanely crowded every year, which has been really nice. Like, I don't know if it's just because of when we end up going or like what, but like, I always feel like there's more booths and like different things, and I love what they're doing with their arrangement right now. And like, honestly, they just like, I don't know how Ren Fairs exactly work in regards to like the funding that goes into the stalls and booths that are brought there. Like, I don't know if each individual seller has to like provide their own stuff, or if the Ren Fair like organizer is providing like certain things and then like the vendor brings additional stuff, like, or what. But there is such a cohesiveness and like really just sharp design to like all the booths over like the last 2 years, especially. Like they did some sort of improvement, and it seemed like it hit everybody. Like every booth like got like a new paint job or like fresh like sculpts or something like that, and it was really, really cool. And so like I don't know if that's gonna happen again this year or what, but regardless, I'm very excited. How many days since the last bottle of paint was spilled?
3 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think 3 weeks, because unfortunately I did actually spill a bottle of paint like not too long ago.
It was off camera.
It was off camera completely. Like I was so bummed by it. But it did happen. I need a slightly different brush. I will be right back. I need to grab a slightly different brush. I need something with a slightly finer point to it, I think, and I think the one that I need or I'm thinking about is in the bathroom. So I'll be right back, everybody. Let's see, is it in here? I mean, that one might work. Might be too small though. This is the one I think I was thinking of. Yes. All right. Oh, no worries. So I don't have any other than, so if you haven't heard about the 2 that I want to work on, then no. But if you have not heard about the 2 that I plan on working on, then yes, I have 2 new dioramas planned. There's one that involves the large green lizard man head that you may have seen me painting previously. I think you were in a couple of those streams. So the big green, like malachite looking lizard man head with all the gems on it. That one is going to be a Mechanicus Explorator like diorama where they are searching, they found this head. I'm gonna mount it to probably some masonite board or something like that, and then have a couple of Mechanicus guys like surveying it. And then I'll have some lizard men sort of sneaking on the underside who are kind of spying on the Mechanicus who are surveying their like idol's head and everything. So that's the idea for that one. And then the other one that I want to do is it's a Fallout New Vegas themed diorama. I found at the last scale model show that I went to a B29, is that what it is? I think it's a 29. I don't have it up here right now off the top, so I don't, but whatever bomber is sunk into Lake Mead in Nevada. Sorry, I don't know why I said Arizona. Whatever bomber is sunk into Lake Mead in Nevada, I almost did it again, what the fuck? That is what I picked up. I got one of those, and that I'm going to be doing as, basically, you know how if you're familiar with Fallout New Vegas, when you get to the boomers, they have an objective to pull a bomber out of Lake Mead because they want to use that to basically fuck off. And you can, as the courier, if you do help them get the plane out, then when you go to the final battle in Hoover Dam, which I have not done yet in my playthrough, I will be picking that back up when we get closer to the Netflix release of the next season of Fallout. I'm just kind of waiting for it to be kind of relevant again for that. And it's giving me some nice time away from it because I had been playing it a lot. And I was getting I was enjoying it still, but I was a little burned out on like the single game. So I've had a lot of time away from it. So once Fallout starts like on Netflix, I'm honestly ready to jump back in. So I've helped the bombers get the plane out. Sorry, the boomers. I don't know why I called them bombers because I'm talking about the bomber in the lake. I got for the boomers the bomber out of the lake. But I have not gone to deal with the end game of Hoover Dam and everything like that. But when you go, you can actually have them bomb the opposite side, basically on your behalf. And so that's what I'll probably have them do. The B-52, thank you, it was the B-52. It's the fortress. It's the flying fortress, I think it's like nickname or something like that. But yes, the B-52. So I'm gonna be using that, and the idea for the diorama is I wanna have the boomers being, like, I want a female character to represent the courier, who will be my player character, and then I wanna have a couple of minifigs to represent, or not minifigs, I said that as if they were Lego, miniatures that will represent the boomers. And I actually don't know, I need to look and see if Modifius Entertainment has produced boomers for their Fallout tabletop game. Have they?
I think I've
Sweet.
seen them.
Oh, perfect. So I want to. Oh, is it B-29? Sorry, yeah, it's the Super Fortress. So if that's the B-29, then that's the one it is. I never remember which of the Bs it is. I just know that it's the Super Fortress. And I know it's in Lake Mead, and it's a real thing. But so I have that, and the idea is I'm gonna have the boomers basically it having been lifted up. So my courier character would have put the stuff down there, they've popped them, they were inflatables. It lifts it up, and I wanna have like part of the thing still in some like water effects, and then the other part of it coming out. So it should be really cool, I'm very excited. I have a vintage AF kit for my Super Fortress as well. We're looking good there. That all looks good. Oh, tell us. Excellent. You found it. Sneaky. How did you join without an invite? Or did you join Patreon to get in there? Oh, maybe that's what you did. Interesting. Okay, cool. Sick. Also, how is the music still good? Are we sounding good? Everything looks great? But yeah, so those are the two dioramas that I am working on. It can't be the Lancaster bomber. It jumped me there on the join. Oh, did it? I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, good to know. But yeah, I'm glad that bot's still working and everything. Because occasionally he breaks. I've had to reset him a few times. Haven't had to do it recently, thankfully. So maybe that whatever kink was in there on Discord side fixed itself. But music's still good. Excellent. All right, so we got that. Now I think this will be small enough to do the little rivets without it like overflowing crazy and getting on all my leather. Because that was the problem with my other paintbrush. I've gotten a little too frayed to be as delicate as I needed it to be. I was worried that I was completely blocking it with my giant head. There we go. All right, that one looks good. Okay, I kind of overflowed the first one. On your real bowing experiences, your only real bowing experiences are much newer. Apache attack helicopter, and you used to keep those flying. Damn, that's cool. Oh my god, I smeared so much. Get. That was close. I almost smeared silver paint like everywhere. That would have been very bad. Very, very bad. But we saved it. Thank you, Sprue and Glue. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it's coming along. All right, so we got that. We need to do some of the rivets on this side. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to paint that gold too. What the hell? I just like skipped like 2 sections that needed to be gold completely.
Don't do that.
Yes, have been. I will be going back and playing more Fallout New Vegas. I'm basically waiting for the new season to start on Netflix because frankly I want it to have a little bit of relevancy in pop culture so that I can showcase the wonderful game to more people.
And better search engine optimization.
And better search engine optimization, yes. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. So that'll be what it is. But that's the main reason we're not doing it right now. I also, when I was playing it previously, like I had been playing it for so long and I had done I had played through 2 full DLCs and like I think over half of the main game. I was a little fatigued. Just in like repetitiveness of like the same setting, etc. So. But yes, we will absolutely get back to it. Okay, the rivets are almost done. You know, I can't remember exactly when season 2 is meant to come out. I think it's...
I thought this winter.
I thought it was this year, but I'm not 100% certain. Let me take a look. Fallout season 2. Yeah, it's scheduled for December of this year, right as of right now. Oh my god, I had not seen... apparently there's an official trailer for season 2 and I have not watched it yet.
When did it come out?
Actually, is this official trailer?
I was gonna say, people post that shit all the time.
Yeah, no, I don't think this is actually an official trailer. I think it's just people like...
No, it's...
Yeah. Because also, I don't think that's what... I love though, like, I think it's AI actually. Images of like the ghoul and Lucy. Which Fallout were you trying to get into? Because, like, honestly, I can understand that a bit, but I haven't really found inventory management to be a super big problem unless you were just... You must have been playing, like, 4 or something like that. Oh my gosh, I haven't watched it yet. Please no spoilers for the Wednesday season 2. I keep forgetting that just released. I should remember, literally Wednesdays is doing, like, advertising for Wednesday in their like meals right now, so but I keep forgetting. But I want to watch it. I loved season 1, so I wanna check that out. I'm glad to hear that it's fun, that it's good. Okay, those rivets look good. The ring around his tail looks good. We need to touch up the shields on his butt. On his little horse butt. And then we are, I think, actually good. I'm not noticing anything else blatantly obvious that has like horrendous amounts of brown on it when it shouldn't. Maybe a smidge on the top of that shield. So we'll fix that. And then we need to touch up the white and then do a little bit of gold. I think I'm gonna do the gold first and then we'll touch up the white. There's my gold. Did I use? Yes, heirloom gold is what I used. I have. So the Wednesday meal is literally just either the chicken tenders meal or the chicken nuggets meal or the spicy chicken nuggets meal. The fancy sauce is just whatever sauce you want from Wendy's. And then the only thing that is actually like outside of the packaging that I would say is thematic to it is the Frosty that comes with it, which I'm pretty sure is just a red mascarpone.
I think they might have had another sauce. I just chose the barbecue sauce because that's what I like.
Oh, is that what it is? Because
Okay.
I don't think that was the case, because I think Shay and Seth wanted to try the weird sauce and there was no weird sauce.
Maybe they were sold out then.
Maybe that's what it was. But regardless, I kind of got the impression that they're just calling it a mayhem sauce because it's like whatever mayhem sauce you want is the mayhem sauce you get. And so it can be ranch, it can be barbecue, whatever. The soft or the Frosty that comes with the meal, because you don't get a drink, you get a Frosty with it, is either a normal Frosty, like either a chocolate or a vanilla Frosty with a red mascarpone cherry like sauce on it. It was fine, but it's not like it's just a chicken tenders meal, guys. It's really not anything to write home about. Like, it's more you're just getting it because you want the fun goth-themed packaging. Okay, now that shield has been painted. Let's go ahead and put a second layer of this gold on the stuff we have already painted because I kind of did it thinly and I think it could be a little brighter. Love it. And then, yeah, actually go back and do this entire piece because I didn't before. Not sure why, but I didn't. So you own Fallout 1 and 2 on Steam and 2 plus 3 plus Tactics plus New Vegas on Epic. Got it. I mean, New Vegas is the one, like New Vegas to me is the one really that I would recommend. But I've also not played 2 or 1 because those are the isometric like top-down ones and I've not actually played those. I've watched videos about them, like I know of them, but I've not actually experienced them myself. And I could definitely see how if those were the 2 that you were playing, then I could see maybe why the inventory management was a pain because I do think the inventory management was meant to be a greater like pain point in the OG Fallouts. But if you like, honestly, if you didn't like New Vegas, I don't think you're gonna like Fallout, frankly, as a franchise. But honestly, 4 might be the one that you want to try then because 4, like, have you played Oblivion or Skyrim? Like, have you played other Elders or Bethesda games? I couldn't remember Bethesda. I'm gonna throw my paintbrush. I would love Dark Elves to come back in Old World. That'd be great. Yeah, that's absolutely why Wendy's has a lot of weird font signs right now. They like, yeah, it's because they're doing a Wednesday promotion. All right, we need a little bit of our white and a little bit of our blue because I got some silver in places I don't want it. And also brown in places I don't want it. And then I think we can paint his little hooves. This one? No, this is an Army Painter Insane Detail Brush. You never played Skyrim, but you did play Dragon Age. Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and a bunch of older ones. So you've played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and you don't like the Fallout 1 and 2? Interesting. Maybe sci-fi just isn't the setting for you, or post-apocalyptic isn't the setting for you. Because like, I feel like if I had to... Fair enough. That makes sense though. Yeah, like if you don't like the way the inventory system is, then I'm not really sure you'll too much enjoy any of the Fallout games, especially the older ones. Like 3 and 4, because of the companions, you technically have a mule you can carry around with you and hold all your stuff. So your inventory issue is maybe like less likely, but I get that. So I like this one because it actually does hold a fair amount of paint. I do tend to normally work with slightly larger brushes, even when I'm doing really fine details. The only reason I switched to this is because it actually still has its tip really, like it's one of my better ones with a very fine tip on it. And I was literally dotting these like rivets on the leather, and it was kind of a pain in the ass with anything but that. But normally I don't tend to work with brushes that small. I do need a little bit of blue. Where's that? Where's my wolf gray? Hello, Tyler. You're halfway done with your cleaning? Thank you. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. I'm so close to being done with him. we go. Oh, there's a little bit of white touch-up in that section. And actually right there too. Really want that divide to be nice and crisp. There we go. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. Yeah, no, I see that. Sorry about that. Let me switch it. And there we go. Spot check. Oh, you picked up a compressor and a couple airbrushes? That's sick. Have fun with them. Okay, now that we've done that stuff, I am going to disappear for a moment after I figure out, I guess I'll just use Skeleton Horde. Skeleton Horde, it works really well for hooves. Hooves. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And we'll record. All right, hooves are done. Tiny bit of touch up with some smidge of silver. Do I have any on my palette still? I thought. Nope, that's not. Oh, there's the what would have been wet, but it's not anymore. So haha. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with the heraldry, actually. The Sacred Kingdom has worked out well for my color palette here. This is quite regal. horse is a horse.
Of course.
Of course.
You're such a dork.
What? I can't help it. I want to do real fast. Just to clean up this horseshoe effect a little bit. You know what? I'll record it. I should record it. I feel like the shoe was a little too large on the bottom there when I originally drew it, so I'm using a little bit of tan. Because randomly on my feed, I think Instagram is listening to me, I saw like somebody doing horseshoe work.
Oh yeah, that's a very popular ASMR thing.
Okay, and I noticed that the like undersides of the horse's hooves are very pale.
They're toenails.
It's terrifying to watch them be cleaned.
Yeah, it's a giant toenail.
I know, it's really fucking weird to watch them be cleaned.
You want to say it again?
Nope.
Okay.
Only if you want to call it another giant toenail.
Okay, it's a giant toenail.
And it's very weird to watch it get cleaned. Alright, and then what we're gonna do after this, we're gonna let it dry. What I normally do when I put attach the rider afterwards is I will buff, like I'll sand where their connection point's gonna be. That way they have pure plastic to plastic. If I wanna use plastic glue. Sometimes I will just use super glue and just be like, I've already painted it. Let's just put some super glue on there to really make sure that they stick together. Yeah, the vet videos on horse hoof issues, oh god, I can only imagine. Like, I don't know if I could watch like one having like an issue. I can only, like, I've stared intently at one just having its horse, like I think a new shoe being put on or something like that. And it was just very strange. Made me mildly uncomfortable. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Like, supposedly it's not painful for the horse. So I'm like, but it looks like it should be because they just remove so much material like at once. And I'm like that was what I was me watching it. All right, let's put a little bit more of our skeleton horde over top of this. Okay, we have, I think that looks better. Just immediately, we need to let that dry. So I kind of need him to be in that position. There we go. All right, let's look at our rider. So the first thing I'm definitely want to do is take care of his clothing. Let me look at my other rider. How did I do this? Red and then the armor. Okay, that makes sense. And then the butt color is different. So I think let's look at our paladins that we're basing our rider off of. Sacred Kingdom Paladins. Okay, white is the predominant outside color, and then blue will be maybe the undercolor. On his legs, unlike my other knight, who has chainmail, his is flat. Would that mean that it's a fabric, or would that mean that it's solid metal? You used to ride a lot when you were younger, and you often get used to asked to help ferry as you went. Pretty much the only guy who went to the stables, and the ladies were all squeamish to help. I mean, I understand why, like genuinely, like it. I just have to keep telling myself the horse is fine. It would be leather boots. So would it, so it would, so this, so like, metal-toed boots over, like metal toe, like I guess protection, like just like a little slip-on of metal there, and then it's a leather boot, and then another metal knee thing. Is that how it would be? You think it's full plate? It's plate? Is it because of the shoe? Like, do they not do normally steel-toed, like steel caps? You think it's full plate? Okay. Okay. I was talking about Blood Bowl earlier and how hand-to-hand your paladin in D&D was. Maybe one of the Empire B&B players could make a cool-looking paladin for your D&D game. You know, that's a good idea. I'm planning on, I mean, that could be very fun. The problem is I want to make, like, I want to get both my druid and my bard, like, a really good thematic miniature too, which is why I'm thinking of just going through Hero Forge, because you can build, like, you can custom make a miniature in there using all their various like options, and they actually have like a shit ton of options now. I don't really see them like doing, I haven't really seen an advertisement for Hero Forge recently, but I know they're still around, and I know they still have like a ton of options. So It's an articulated plate boot. That makes sense. That's kind of what I thought it might be, but I wasn't genuinely sure, so I appreciate the clarification. Okay, I think I want to get started on him while, oh, never mind. The horse is dried. So since that is done, I don't know why I took him off this cap. I didn't need to. Get on there, buddy. Sit there so you're loud and proud. Okay, we've done the hooves. We have retouched the metal. We need to wash the metals and the leathers. Really, probably just the metals. And then, honestly, groundwork. I think the horse is done otherwise. Sweet. Where is my Nuln Oil? Is this it? Nope, that's Rattling Brand. Is this it? Black Templar. This is it. The Nuln Oil tried to attack me. How rude of it. Okay, I'm gonna disappear again so I can record this. Probably starting with the head. All right, let's get these shields. Nice. Keep going. We'll just progress along. Also, don't forget to do the chainmail down here. Lovely. The bridle. Some of these little things. All right, I think that will be enough. Somebody said Sabaton. It's probably Sabaton plate over leather boot. What is Sabaton plate specifically? I didn't know Sabaton referenced armor.
Yes, it's a boot.
Oh, is that what Sabaton means? Oh, you know, we did talk about this.
I've told her this many times, guys. She just doesn't.
I remember, I have a hard time remembering certain things, yes. Because, like, I think you did bring this up recently once, but, like, yes. I forgot. Green stuff is pretty good. I don't use it a huge amount. I've done some minor like sculpting work on occasion, and I've done some like gap filling mostly with green stuff. Like I would honestly say I've done more gap filling with green stuff than I have sculpting, but I have done some. And I really, really do enjoy it, but I also just... I feel like I end up spending too much time on it, and so I feel like I'm wasting my time sometimes when I end up doing stuff, which I think is why I don't do it more often. Because I don't really end up feeling like I accomplish much when I end up like with what I work on. You know what I mean? But that just might be a case of like I'm not trying hard enough.
I don't think that's it.
He's meant to be a paladin, and he's also the standard bearer. So I think he could be a little fancier.
Also, he's Brettonian. They're all trying to one-up each other constantly.
Exactly. I was like, I just assume it's another young lad who's using his father's money to try to get himself the best-looking steed and armor he possibly can.
That's more of an Empire thing.
Okay, never mind. I take back what I just said.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, Brettonians are more, I am a noble knight, I am the patriarch of this family, and I have to look better than the Joneses. It's more that.
I see.
Whereas in the Empire, yeah.
Dinkelberg!
Yeah, like, in the Bretonnia, it's the patriarch doing it. In Bretonnia, it's the second oldest son.
Oh, got it. You mean in the Empire?
Yes.
It's the second oldest. Yeah.
I know.
No.
Same thing, my bad.
No, that's absolutely... I was just making sure that I was understanding correctly. Your pasta is ready? Oh my gosh, go eat. Pasta sounds really good. What do you want to do for dinner tonight? I have shrimp. I can do...
Sounds great.
Okay.
I've been trying to poop in this game for like an hour.
I'm sorry. Didn't realize your constipation. Okay. Why haven't you been able to poop an abiotic factor for an hour?
I need a lot of dirt.
I see. Have you just been cramming food into yourself so that you have to like have
Coffee, actually.
Oh, does coffee make you poop more often? That would make sense,
Yes.
actually. That actually completely makes sense. That's so funny. What a game. What a game. Oh yes, no, I do, actually speaking of my plants, I need to probably go water them after this. I don't think I have today. Hopefully they're fine, I'm sure they are. My cucumber is doing well. My peppers are getting bigger, my tomatoes are getting bigger. I have beans! Beans! So that's fun. Yeah, it's going well. It's going quite well. Rainbow cheese tortellini with tomato sauce and melted cheese on top. That sounds delicious. Delicious. It has electrolytes, just don't use it on your plants, but they love it. It's what they crave. Let's not bring up idiocracy, okay? I feel like
You're the one who did it.
Chat did it. Chat did it. Chat brought it up, but like, oh my god, we are totally going into a fucking idiocracy. Okay, anyways. Beautiful. We have painted all of that. That looks all good. I'm gonna go ahead and do these little tufts of like dirt or whatever in green to make them blend into whatever plant life I do. Yeah, my what is it called?
Your butt.
What in the butt? No, my, oh my god, why am I genuinely blanking on the carnivorous plant that I own? Pitcher plant, that's the word I'm looking for. My pitcher plant also needs distilled water only. All right, let's disappear for a moment, chat, so we can capture this. That's good. There we go. Wait, really? We have idiocracy to thank for Crocs? How so? Are they like all wearing, was like that the first time Crocs were like used? Were they made for idiocracy as like a gag thing and then they just like were like, whoa, these are really comfortable. And so people stuck with them, or what happened? They wanted insanely stupid shoes for the film and found this little startup, and the Crocs were, oh my God, really? That's how it happened? I had no idea. I did not realize, like, I've watched Idiocracy only once in its entirety, and I don't think when I watched it, I realized they were all wearing Crocs.
You know, I do remember, like, the dude in his recliner was wearing maybe something.
Oh my God, you're right. No, you're right. He was wearing, like...
You know, it's because it was 2024 when we were watching it or whatever, so I didn't even, like...
Yeah, I didn't...
register to me that they were, you know, anything other than just Crocs.
Yeah, I just was like, I just kind of assumed that, like, oh, maybe it was like a sponsorship or something. I didn't realize, oh my God, that is hilarious. That is so funny. I did not know that Idiocracy was the reason that Crocs were so popular. Amazing. That's fucking stunning. All right, guys, it is 3 o'clock. I'm going to take a short break to grab myself probably a little bit of a snack, get myself a drink, and then we'll be back. And at that point, we are going to be putting some bloody dirt on this base. He was off camera, sorry. We're gonna put some dirt on this base. I'm very hyped for that, because then we'll be able to, oh. No, never mind, that's fine, everything's cool. And then we'll be able to move on to the night. Haha! Oh my God, because they're magnetic, they just slid together. My knight and the horse, they went smooch, smooch. All right, going to snack. You guys should get some food or some hydration for yourselves as well. Please stay hydrated, everybody. Please stay hydrated. And I will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes or so, probably no later than 3:10. I don't know. Okay, I do think this is still recording me, but it's also recording the sound. So I'm gonna leave it on, and I'm just gonna leave the microphone here, guys.
I don't know what she means by recording.
Well, sorry, not recording. So my Sony DJI is the only thing that's showing up on when I go to the Be Right Back, but it's definitely moving, like it's hearing the music too.
Weird.
And I don't know how it could be doing that because I don't think it's connected to that, so that's weird.
That's just background noise.
Oh, is that just background noise?
Yeah, that's just background noise, Angela.
Oh!
We turned off your noise filter yesterday.
That's what it was. Okay, well, I'm silly. I'm now actually going to go to Be Right Back. And I'm actually just going to leave you guys here so that you can listen to the music. Hello, chat. I have returned. All right, let's see what you were chatting about while I was gone. Yay for non-hazardous saws. We got non-hazardous saws. No, I don't want to do that right now. Go away. Oh, you mean Nerdforge? Because she is missing her her pinky finger. I believe she I do think she lost it through bandsaw or something like that. She was doing some woodworking.
Yeah, it was carpentry, I believe.
Yeah, it was like she was doing some sort of, because that's where I think her background is originally. Like, I've watched a fair amount of her content. I cannot remember her name for the life of me right now. But yeah, I know the channel is Nerdforge. Fantastic channel. Love seeing them at Open Sauce. I think I saw the notification for that come in while I was out doing my gardening. I had my phone with me, so yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait to take a look at that later. I'm so excited. Okay, horse. All right, we need the Sterling Mud, which thankfully I have right here because we were using it on our toads. On our little toads. I also need this. And I think I guess I should probably glue it in place first, huh? I can't either. It's like, I want to say it starts with an N, but but I know that their channel name starts with an N, so I think that's wrong. And I feel bad because I've definitely heard her say it dozens of times, but off the top of my head, I'm just not remembering it. Oh my gosh, I know, she does some crazy stuff with foam. I also, honestly, her book binding stuff is also really cool to me. Because I think that's another one of the things that she sort of got started with was the channel originally had a big focus on book binding. And then they progressed into I mean, obviously she had the carpentry skills and I mean, they have just pure maker energy, right? So her and her partner, who I think they got engaged recently, like officially, because it's like, I don't remember specifically. It's really not relevant, but they're so cute together. Which is really the only reason I was bringing it up, but yeah. Glue in there. Use my glue brush to spread it around. No, I'm not doing the banner first. The banner's gonna be the last thing I do. We're gonna be smart about this time, and instead of like the horse where we started with things that we shouldn't have, we're gonna actually start with the things that we should, which is the most recessed areas of our knight. We're gonna let that dry a smidge. Gonna find the cap for my glue so I don't let it dry out. Okay. Well, the horse is drying a smidge because of the glue I just put on the bottom of his base to keep him in place. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and start on our friend here, starting with some blue on his pants. Okay. I shall hide myself away. Goodbye. Goodbye to you, and you, and you, and you. All right, let's paint his butt. And his pants. I will adjust that. I just realized this is where I brought my chocolates that I was looking for when I went downstairs. They were up here already. Whoops. And so I'm going to eat one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was super cool. we go. Now let's make sure we get a really nice clean look, guys. Maybe, but here's the thing. You're not gonna see that much of the arm. It's not gonna be that hard to paint with it attached. Like, it could have been easier for me to not attach it, but I actually like it being there because I want it to be in place also. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like honestly, it's loose. I could pop it off if I really wanted to. It keeps wanting to fall off anyways. So, but yes, that could have been easier, but I don't necessarily think it's gonna actually affect the painting process. And it's open, so when I do my symbol on it, it's not gonna be difficult to get to. I really just want to keep the horse and the rider separate because I want to be able to maneuver the rider around and not have him be attached to the horse, but having the shield attached to him already, it doesn't bother me. That was the wet side of the brush. Whoops.
Did you eat it?
I put it up against my mouth a little bit. Like, I didn't put it in my mouth, but it was like I was doing a tapping on like my lip.
That was foolish.
It was. It was indeed.
Perhaps don't do that.
I can't guarantee that it won't happen again.
Fine.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Wayne, that sounds so fun. That actually sounds so fun. Surely you're not going to be the only person to have done that. Getting Brettonian Knights and painting them as the Knights from the Holy Grail for Monty Python, like that has to have been. Oh my gosh, I bet there's some really fun designs around that too. Oh, I love white chocolate. Give me that chocolate bit. I don't eat chocolate super often, but I really like white chocolate macadamia. Sorry, I really like milk chocolate macadamia nuts. And there's an Asian market that sells the ones that I used to get when I was living in Hawaii. Like they're import, and I love them, so I get them occasionally when I go there. I was almost painting my lips. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, I think the next thing that we need to do is this little actually side of his pants, which I missed. That's the next thing that we need to do. There we go. Taken care of. Okay, I think the next thing that I want to take care of is, do I want to do the metals or this shirt next? I feel actually like I should do the metallics. The blue that's like the only section where there's like solid flat blue. This is going to be white. The tabard on his shirt's going to be white. This is going to be a metallic flat metal. I guess, actually, is that metal or fabric? What do you guys think? Do you think this, hold on, let me get into focus for you. This neck piece here, is that fabric or is that metal, you think? Oh, trust me, I don't use oil paint, so that definitely won't happen. But like, see, it sits over top the chainmail, so I think it might be fabric. Like, I'm wondering, you know when, like, honestly, the first article of clothing that I could think of that had this little cape thing would be like a monk's robes, where they have that little like shoulder cape that's part of their hood. It's part of the tabard. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Thank you. I'm gonna make that white then too. Yeah, I think we... Would the helmet be... Would these types of helmets, this thing on the side here is fabric, but this would be metal, right? Like this entire, the actual helm is metal, it's just lined with fabric? Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, yeah, I think metallic's next. Horse, have you tried yet? Nope.
Wet horse.
Wet horse. Oh my. Okay, we'll do a little bit of gold on the helm. That's kind of what I was already thinking. But yeah, it would be metallic. That's what I thought. Alrighty then. I want a bit more control than what I think this particular one is going to give me. And that one. All right, guys, I'm going to switch back over to recording mode. So that we can work on all of this metal bit stuff. We actually look pretty good. Let's start recording. All right, that's enough on that side. We'll come back in and we'll get another shot here in a second. The spurs that you wear for when riding horses, those are always metal, right? I have a pair and I know my pair is metal, but it's like always metal, right? I feel kind of dumb asking that question, but I just want to clarify to make sure I'm getting my materials accurate. Oops, sorry, let me refocus. Is that just because he like has the honor of holding the flag and the flag must never go down or something? Is that why he's really heavily armored and generally a veteran? That makes sense to me. All right, we need to pop him off of this stand so I can paint his legs a bit better. Come here, buddy. I know you're gonna be sticky. Let me, oh my God. This putty really did not want to let go of the calf there for a second. You know, some people are like, have like left and right-handed, right? So I assume maybe he's just left-handed. Like, wouldn't that be fine? Like in the same way with like in baseball and stuff, like where you can like swing left or right-handed. Evening, Colin. How are you doing today? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's get the inside of his legs a little. I think we probably won't see a whole amount of this because it'll be against the horse itself, but just in case we're gonna paint it. Yeah, I would feel like he'd want it in his dominant hand as well, because like then he'd be able to support it more securely, especially if his main objective is less so to fight and more so to be like, for the kingdom, or whatever, you know, and crying out and inspiring is the word that I'm looking for, his fellow knights. That makes sense. Okay, that's what I need. That's the noises I'm making as I look for my paintbrush. Even though I had one in my hand, it was the wrong one. All right, here we go. Dabbing some metallic into that chainmail. Getting it on that knee. I really don't think I'm gonna even see this chainmail on the inside of his thighs, but I can right now. And therefore my brain is telling me, paint it. So would that little section on his, like this? Oh yeah, it's definitely an armor piece, never mind. Just kidding. Ignore my question, chat. You are quite heavily armored, aren't you? Chainmail and plate mail? I mean, you are a standard bearer, so I suppose it makes sense.
Yes.
Sorry, just clearing my throat. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna come back in with him loose like this, and we're gonna get some footage of that painting the arm. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do a quick adjustment. Good. All right, there we go. That combination could stop the English longbows. I could believe it. What is the penetrating power of an English longbow's like shot? I know it's good because they're huge. Like those bows are like.
It's more of a ranged, like high range.
Is that what it is? I wasn't sure if it had a lot of power behind it, or.
I mean, it does, but it only has as much power as any arrow of that weight's terminal velocity would be.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because an English longbow isn't made for like I can see you 50 feet in front of me. An English longbow is the enemy is 200 yards that way. Fire 500 bows at them.
Question.
Yes.
Can you fire an English longbow from the shores of England at France?
At France? Absolutely.
Okay, is that what they used it for?
No.
Oh.
You can't hit France, but you shoot at France. I could stand on my roof and shoot at France.
Oh, but like, okay, but so they can't stand on the shore of like England and like using an English longbow, like
not.
fire at like the shores of France and like maybe barely hit the sand or something. Dang it! I was really hoping they were like stupid long like shots.
I don't know what like the closest like point from England to France is, and maybe you could like get a guy standing on a rock with the greatest longbow ever, technically hitting a dry point on the French side. Maybe that's possible, but no.
Okay. It's not something that like they were regularly doing. They're like, because I imagine with the French like English like history and like
this is more of a they can probably get a dozen volleys on you before you get volleys on them because your bows don't have range.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the English longbow the largest and like furthest shooting bow in like history, or is there like other places that have like bigger ones?
It's the largest widely used.
Okay. Cause yeah, I feel like whenever I hear of the English longbow, that I feel like is what everybody always references when they're like talking about like really super long range bows.
I mean, it depends how you want to count ballista.
I mean, I think that's... I don't think I consider a ballista a bow.
But you see, the height, like a English longbow is like, forgive me, someone in chat will get, it's between 5 and 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
When it's strong.
Yeah, I thought it was the like size of an average male man.
Yeah.
English longbows are what, 300 yards in range? Is that what it is? Or 450 yards? Okay. The longest shot recorded by an English longbow was 412.82 meters, so 1,350 feet, achieved by Josef Monos from Hungarian. I probably butchered his name, I apologize, in 2017. Oh, very cool.
But you see, this is why in D&D, I'm showing her a picture, this is why most people use a short bow.
Yeah, because longbows are like... gigantic.
Yeah. They were more of a quasi-artillery weapon when used in mass.
So the channel's shortest point is 21 miles, which means...
No.
That Wayne, or, this, Josef Monos, I really hope I'm saying that, Josef, our Hungarian friend, could in fact stand on one side, on the English side of the channel, and shoot at the French side of the channel. Because wait, 1,350 feet, how many, wait, actually, no, never mind.
No, honey.
You said 21 miles. Damn it.
Nowhere close.
Damn it. Never mind.
What are you talking?
No, I was really excited because I thought math was I was doing my math conversion of mile and feet slightly wrong, and like by slightly I mean very wrong.
Yeah.
And so I was sad. So now I'm sad. No, they're not close to each other at all. Man, I really want I wish there was a bow that like the comedic image of like an Englishman or a Frenchman shooting across the channel at the English like just is so funny to me. On a like haha comedy level. What is the difference between like a normal bow and a composite bow? Like, does composite just mean that it's like...
A composite bow...
I was gonna say, because like, I've heard of them. I know that there is a difference. I just don't know what it is exactly.
So, the composite refers to the fact that it's made up of multiple materials, normally wood and antler.
Oh, an antler. That's what the other material would be.
Yeah.
Got it.
Modernly, I think that could be a whole bunch of different things.
You know, I was thinking, I don't know why I was like thinking, I don't know where I was getting like 500 as like the conversion or something. I was just wrong.
You were just very wrong.
I was just very wrong, guys. Painting is going well. We've started on the knight. Oh, actually, let's look in that, see, is our horse's glue dry? It is, hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna pause on the knight for a moment. We're gonna go back to our horse, because a horse, of course, because we wanna put our texture paint on here because I want it to dry overnight. I mean, really, it just needs a couple hours, but like, I really want it to be thoroughly dried before I start tufting. So let's do this. And then we'll go back to our knight for at least a little while. Yeah, I understood it was a mix of materials. I just wasn't sure what materials it was. Like, I didn't know. Also, technically, isn't a normal bow a mix of materials because, like, the bow string is not...
But no, the bow is separate from the bow string. They're different things.
Right, but wouldn't that make a longbow technically made of different material, like multiple materials, like a composite bow? Like,
Yes? What are you arguing?
That composite bow just means that it's made of multiple materials.
Yes, you can have a composite longbow.
Oh.
Yeah, they are not mutually exclusive.
But not all bows... But the
longbow is the shape and size. The composite is the material it's made of.
I see. I see. Mongol bows are made with wood and bone. That's cool. Is bone that flexible?
Can be. That's why they use horn for a lot. It's not
Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess.
Similar, not the same.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know that English longbows were typically not composite bows, but technically, if composite is just referring to multiple materials being used in the finished product that is a bow, would not all bows technically be composite because the string, which is part of the finished product that is a bow.
No, the finished bow is just the bow. The bow string is a different part that you then add.
But we call the finished product of the weapon a bow.
And a person who makes a bow doesn't make or sell the strings traditionally in the old way.
Really?
They have someone who would, but they're traditionally selling the bow separately.
Oh. So
Yes, they do make the strings.
I get okay, but but when we're referring to when we're referring to the weapon of bow, we are not referring necessarily to it with a string in it. That just means it's a functional bow, but it's not necessarily. I understand. I was thinking because the word bow was just generally used to describe the weapon category as a whole, that I didn't realize the bowstring was classified so specifically separate from it.
If you want to get hyper into that level of pedantry, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. That was just why I was asking, because I was like, well, but wouldn't they all technically be a composite then?
And regardless, what really matters is the
bow
part.
The bow part, yeah. The
part that does the bowing.
Of course. Excellent. Okay. All right. That makes sense. I'm learning so much today. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make your head hurt. I didn't mean to make your head hurt. All right. Let's get this
party started.
Let's get this party started. Woo! All right. I've got that. Looks good. Let's start recording, and then we'll get some texture paint on our tool. Start spreading it around. Okay, we're gonna need way more than that. Melted chocolate base. It does kind of look like that right now, doesn't it? It's gonna harden into a cool texture paint, like dirt pattern. But no, it does look like melted chocolate right now, doesn't it? All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna do a little bit of stuff to it before I record the last bit. Set that off to the side, and it's midnight. Well, good night, sir. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today during the stream, Kelvin, and I hope you sleep well. All right, I'm gonna disappear for a moment again while I finish getting, I'm gonna do a little bit of detail work up here. Focus. Okay. There we go. Nice, clean base. And we're gonna set him off to the side to dry and continue working on the knight. However, first I'm going to go wash my hands because I got a bunch of dirt texture paint on it and I don't want that to transfer onto my knight accidentally because I'm gonna be holding it with my bare hands right now. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna leave you here with Chair and BRB. Good night, Eleanor. Thank you for stopping by the stream. It was lovely to have you here with us. No, don't worry. I won't forget grass tufts. We'll do that once the texture paint is dried. Like I want all of our texture paint to dry first before we add tufts on there. But so he's good for right now. Like at this point, like the horse is probably at the state where he's gonna be until I attach this guy to it, because once I do that, I'll probably dry brush the base, put the tufts on, and that will be when we call him finished. So let's go back to our metallics. I did get some footage of the arm. I've gotten some footage of the leg. I think I want to do a little bit of footage where I'm painting the helmet. But I think we can attach him again. I think his... Actually, I'm gonna leave him unattached because we're gonna do the white paint next. And I think that is also going to need him to be detached, so. Do I have fresh usable? I do. Metallic paint on here, excellent. That looks pretty good. All right, I think that's good. What size bases are too big for the figures? You mean for the Brettonian archers? I think the archers are on the old little square bases, aren't they? This is what I thought. How hungry are you? How hungry are you?
Average for 4 p.m.
Okay.
Is this your way of saying you're hungry?
I kind of am. But if you're not super hungry yet, then I will keep going.
No, because I'm afraid if I eat this early, I'm going to be hungry at like 8.
No, you're right. You're right. We will be hungry at like super early in the evening.
We have to be good.
We must be good. All right, very well. Oh, I'm sure there probably are about like English longbows and their ability to penetrate and stuff. I've watched enough I've watched some videos about that, but I couldn't remember.
Watched enough Spike TV in her day.
Oh my god. Do you guys remember? Oh, what was that Versus show that I'm like completely blanking the name of now?
Deadliest Warrior.
Deadliest Warrior, yes. Oh my god. Deadliest Warrior was so funny. My favorite part about that series was definitely the experts and how much they just sometimes like hated each other. Or at least acted like they did. They got so offended.
I mean, wouldn't you?
No.
Fair enough.
Because I'd be like, that is your opinion. But I know that's my, whatever my fighter would be.
Angela's always right and she knows it.
That's not, no, that's not what I'm saying at all.
What you were saying, I heard you.
It's not what I was saying. Okay. Outside of some details on the sword, which actually I think, no, we're gonna do those in gold. We're gonna put the little embellishments on the sword in gold. I'm gonna wait, I almost said it like wait. I'm going to wait to do the little emblem thingamadoodles on his tabard, because that will also probably get covered accidentally when I paint the white. So let's not do that. Speaking of colors, I need a little bit more blue paint, please. Before I got metallic where I didn't mean to. I also did not finish painting this side. Again, it probably won't matter a huge amount because that will be part that's going up against the horse, but darn it, I'm gonna be efficient.
Watch your language, young lady.
I'm so sorry.
You should be. God damn, you should be.
I was waiting. I was like, okay, which of us is gonna be the first to drop like an actual swear? I mean, I did pretty much earlier. I'm pretty sure I've dropped the F-bomb several times already, but it's cool. Deadliest Warrior was so silly because every army in response to enemy is to face it so the compromises are made. Or I know, they are. You're absolutely right, Star Fury. Like, but that's kind of what I loved about it. Like the one-on-one, like, pirate versus ninja or whatever bullshit. I'm just like, this is so stupid. Please give me more. Oh, that's what it was. Was it Spartan versus Ninja? Was that the one? It was, oh my God. Dude, glory ages of certain dumbass television. Was America the only one that like, I know like obviously like Deadliest Warriors probably was showed in other like areas, but were we the only one that did something so stupid like that? Or were there other versions? I guess there wouldn't really need to be other versions because like in theory they're covering a whole bunch of different cultures and like warrior types, so still very silly. Oh my gosh, Kita. Are you meowing? Are you hungry? She didn't respond to that. She must be either so hungry she's now dying or she's not hungry. Oh, hello. Yeah, hi. You want to come in here, or are you just gonna scream at me from the doorway? I can't even see you. Could you come say hello? She says no. Kita. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Come here, fluffy girl. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Can I pick you up? It's okay. It's okay. You're with me. You're with me. Hi, everybody. I am a cat and I meow. I am hungry. I don't want to be here. Mom's making me be seen.
Kita. Hi, honey. She's like, hi, go away. Help.
Father, help! I have been made tall and I don't approve. Do you want to go? Okay. She was having none of that. I will be right back, everybody. I'm gonna go feed Kita. Obviously, she is hungry. But I'm glad that she was able to at least come in here for a little bit. I will be right back. I'll leave you guys with chair and some music. And I'll be like 5 minutes at most because she won't take too long to get fed. But I'll see you guys in just a moment. Later, Luke. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you once again for the gifted subs earlier. I really, really appreciate it. And all of your conversation and encouragement in chat as well. Thank you so very much, Luke. Have a good night. I know, cats would be the end of us if we all didn't have opposable thumbs. I completely understand. Yes, Princess Kita has been fed. Hopefully she will no longer whinge at me. All right, let's go ahead. The next step is, got the silver on. I want to do a tiny amount of, I think, gold next. Actually, I'm gonna do the gold afterwards. I'm gonna do the white next, because I think that makes more sense. Toes, I'm really glad that you caught my stream as well. No, I'm not done. I was just saying goodbye to Luke. I will be, I'm going to be going for at least another 15 minutes, if not a little bit longer. It really, like, I will admit, chat, I have been going hard the last, like, couple of, really months, but, like, the last couple of weeks especially. And because I know I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow for a couple hours, because I really want to get as much possible done on the Mary as I can for that Lego build. And then I know I'm also gonna be doing a long stream on Saturday because that's my birthday celebration with my OF fans. And then tomorrow with the Going Mary that I'm gonna be building here on the channel, that's sort of my birthday celebration with my YouTube fans. So if you guys wanna hang out with me tomorrow again, we will be starting at 1 p.m. tomorrow, 6 p.m. on Saturday, Pacific summertime or whatever your regional equivalent is. So that's the main reason why I'm like, I think I might end a little bit earlier, but I definitely want to keep going a little bit more because I'm feeling good. We're making really good progress on our models today. Like the horse is finally finished. Oh my God, it took me forever, but like he's done. His texture paint is currently drying. It's actually going pretty well so far. Oops, sorry, there we go, lower him. So it's drying well. I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna adjust my blinds again because the lights changed and now it's getting in my eyes again and I can't see jack shit. I can't see anything, chat. All right, there we go. That should be better. What I need to do is I need to bring one of my other lights back in so I can have it on this corner because that's, I think, where some of my issues coming. Oh my God, I can see my screen so much easier. Good night, Star Fury. It was lovely to have you hang out with us. Yes, I really appreciate, by the way, all of like, especially my European and like British fans. I know you guys end up being up kind of late hanging out with me when I do some of these streams. So genuinely, I really appreciate it. It's awesome of you guys to do that. And I just genuinely appreciate it. Yes, Friday will be my usual time. And then on Saturday night, it'll be an evening stream at 6 p.m. I will not be streaming on Sunday. Sunday, I'm actually still celebrating my birthday, but with friends. So that'll be a little private thing. I'm gonna go axe throwing. I'm very excited. But that will be that. So streaming tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon. I will be streaming on Saturday at 6 p.m. my time. And then on Sunday, no stream. On Monday, no stream. But on Tuesday, we'll be back with our normal schedule. I've been trying to post mostly on like Twitter and Instagram, but I'll try to put it on YouTube as well. I've been trying to post a more like a little photo schedule of like the upcoming streams to try to give you guys a better idea of like what's coming up. So I'll try to do that more regularly and get that into a better habit because I like letting you guys know what's coming and that way you guys can know like, oh, well, I'm gonna plan and try to make it for that stream because I really enjoy when she does blah or whatever. So like just make it a little bit easier. Oh, well, the Saturday stream on Sunday in the UK, my bad, I misunderstood. Yes, then I guess. I just wasn't thinking about the time difference. That's right. So yes, sorry. Yeah, Colin, you're absolutely right. I completely wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, so like 6 p.m. is gonna be midnight in the UK, so it will be a later stream. But it's gonna go for a while and you guys can jump in and jump out as you want to. It'll be fun. You guys know how my OF streams work if you've been there before. If you haven't, then if you can stop by right as it starts, I can explain everything, because I always do a little intro of like, here's how the stream works. This is what you can do. And so it'll be fun. I'm really excited for it. It's gonna be a grand time. Okay, white paint. I need white paint. I put white paint on my palette already. Look at me, I am ahead of what I need to do. I'm just not focused. Okay, we're gonna disappear. Bloop, bloop. We are going to focus. I'm gonna come over here, grab a little bit of white paint on a very saturated brush. And we're gonna start recording. Well, I look forward to you trying to be there. Appreciate it. I always have a lot of fun on those streams, so if you can make it, I imagine you'll have fun with me. Okay. I want to make sure. I'm going to close the door behind me real quick. And I guess it doesn't really matter for right now, but I feel like I'm getting a lot of background noise. Oops. I'm going to stop recording and we're going to come back in for some more. All right, I'm not going to switch the cameras back quite yet because I really just want to finish up this part of the tabard. And then we're going to come back in and do a little bit more recording because I accidentally wildly got up in the middle of that filming. Okay. I already had two weapons. All right, let's do this side first. Start recording. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm actually gonna flip to the other side because I think I was out of focus for part of that. And just to be on the safe side so I can choose the best footage, I'm gonna readjust and do it again. That looks pretty good. Okay. Oh, it's a surcoat, not a tabard. My apologies. Oh, is there a new Spider-Man movie being shot in Scotland? Nice, I didn't know. What's the new one continuing? Okay, I think I probably have some useful footage in there. Hello, Hari. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's come back in. Boop, boop, boop. Let's get our focus that lower. There we go. Nice. You think the Punisher is going to be in it? Oh, nice. That'll be fun. I like the Punisher as a character. Well, when he's done well. I mean, sometimes he's not done super well, but that's all superhero characters, I feel like. And yes, I know Punisher's kind of more of an anti-character, but we can still call Batman a superhero, so. Same idea. Oop, there it happened. All right, popped the shield off accidentally. Your favorite character is Batman? Heck yeah. Probably not any planes until I'm ready to do my Fallout diorama idea, which probably won't be for a little while, because I need to learn a couple of techniques before I can really like tackle that. But I'm sure I'll probably do some more tanks in the meantime. Right now, the next two major plans are going to be obviously this knight, and then after him, I'm starting Mortarion. I'm also planning on painting more D&D miniatures on the channel just because I've been playing at D&D again and I need minis for it. Let me switch to a smaller brush for some of these inner little folds. There we go. One more. You just finished the Sword Masters of Hoeth. Their tabletop quality just messed up the Blade Lord's face and the standard is awful. Overall, they look okay though. Christopher, I bet you're being a little too hard on yourself. I bet your Sword Master of Hoeth's face is not nearly as bad as you think it is, and I definitely bet your banner looks awesome as shit. So, try to be more positive for yourself. It's awesome that you want to improve some things and maybe do things better, but I think that you are doing an exceptional job and you should be proud of yourself. Sometimes we have to do things twice. I definitely had to paint some of these chevrons multiple times and do some cleanup multiple times and all of that. So don't worry, it happens to all of us. It happens to the best of us. Don't get yourself down, okay? I promise. You're doing great, Christopher. Am I gonna do the plume in blue? You mean on the helm? Let me wipe. I don't know what music is playing right now either. This is a soundtrack that we put together from our Epidemic sound collection because that's what we use to get licensed music. Copyright free on the channel. We pay a subscription service for it. Yeah, I'm gonna do the plume in white because the majority, like the main color scheme of this is predominantly white with some gray blue baby, like blue style trim. So I'm doing predominantly white with as minimal blue as I can because I put a lot more blue on the horse. And I kind of want to make him stand out a bit more with that color tone. I think a lot of people have a bad habit of being really hard on themselves because we we end up having a lot of high expectations from other people, which then puts pressure on ourselves to put even more high pressure on ourselves because we want to like do well for those people or like show off to someone or whatever. Like, we as human beings put way too much pressure on ourselves sometimes. But if we can acknowledge it, then that's the first step in maybe changing those bad habits. Because you really shouldn't put yourself down. You guys are all doing great. We're all trying our hardest. And we're gonna make it through. By the Emperor, we will make it through. Shit, I just touched something that was white and still wet. Be careful there, Angela. You mean the one that I was, the one that I did some sculpting on? No, actually I haven't. He is a permanent, potentially work in progress. I have not attached the sword, and there was a couple of things that I did texture-wise that I wasn't thrilled with, and honestly, I set him aside after that, and I haven't gone back to him because we got into a different flow and we weren't doing the more vlog style anymore. And I don't have the confidence to do like a tutorial on like kit bashing or sculpting or anything, because I was literally doing it for funsy casualness and just to see what it was like. And while I enjoyed it, I just don't know if I could do like a full video on it. So I never finished him. I've never gone back and done that. Maybe that's something we'll try at some point, like on like live stream. Because again, I don't think it would be worth a video. I don't think I could talk about it well enough. I don't think I have the knowledge to be able to talk to somebody who might be more noob, because I'm so noob myself. I just don't know if I'd be best for that, but it would be fun to just like mess around with potentially. So I assume you're talking about the demon where I was like doing some sculpting work. I kit bashed like spikes onto him. I like added a chain at one point. It was very early. God, wow, that was like, that brings fucking memories back, bro. That brings so many memories back. That was so long ago. If that is the demon you were talking about, my God, you've been following me for a while. Thank you. I should go back and watch those at some point. I bet I'd cringe so hard. I had no idea what I was doing back then. Like I had very like I had a goal, but it was very, I mean, it's both different and not different at the same time. It's so weird. A different time period for sure. Okay, so that looks good. That is looking great. I want to do a little bit more on the chest. Nice, that sounds fun. underside of this a little bit more. There we go. And that. We need a smidge more paint going this way on these folds. Too much water, not enough paint. I agree, it is okay to enjoy just painting your miniatures. Or just building your miniatures, just messing around with them, having fun. Like, they don't have to be for everything, for like a actual thing. Honestly, that's one of the things that like very early on in my channel I kind of embraced, because I started just painting, like there was a long period of time where I was painting a bunch of different Underworlds miniatures, because I just was like, these miniatures are so cool. I have no intention of like really using them in like games or anything, but I like the sculpts. Maybe I can use them for D&D. If I do end up playing Underworlds, I have them available. But it was really predominantly just about like, I really wanted to paint them. And so I did. And it was awesome. It's actually one of the Underworld videos is one of the ones that took off for me first. The skink. That little skink did so well for me. Or I guess rather the thumbnail for that video did really well for me. 'Cause that's what draws y'all in the first place. Especially when I was like a lot smaller and less people knew who I was. Not that I'm really that well known now, but there's more of you and I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, a little bit more paint there on his bouquet. Feeling good. Maybe get a little bit more in there. Okay. And now I think it's mostly the underside. You've been painting a lot of stuff lately just because it doesn't fit into any list. You just like it. Honestly, that is a great way to paint. And I also think that is a great way to avoid potentially getting artist block. Now, obviously it doesn't work for everybody because like if you're a commission artist, painter, then you can't really, I mean, you can obviously pause and work on something else, but that will put whatever project that you're being paid for behind. So like, I know that can be sometimes a struggle that like, those types of artists work on, but like if you were just playing and painting for yourself, then what is stopping you from just pausing on whatever project you're working on, especially if you get burnout, and just going to something else that you think is going to literally just be more fun? Like, not because you need it, not because it's necessary for your army or whatever current like major project you're working on, but just because, hey, I really like this one vampire model, so I'm gonna paint this vampire model. That's what, I think that's so good. You got to know my channel from seeing me on Wrestle Talk. Dude, I miss being on Wrestle Talk. It was so fun. I loved being able to be on there and like chat with them about pro wrestling. Although I admit, I am not as thrilled about pro wrestling currently. Like AEW is doing some fine stuff. I'm really not happy with WWE. Really not happy with them right now. For actually multiple reasons, but there's like one main reason. But that's because you know us. If you don't know us already, then it is the thumbnails that draws you in. But if you know the channel already, if you're familiar with who we are, then yeah, I could totally believe that. Like that's the reason you come in instead of the thumbnail. But for new followers or new subscribers, new watchers, it is the thumbnail that draws them in. Because otherwise they don't know who I am. Unless they've, I guess, seen me elsewhere, but if they've never watched my content before, then they're probably... They haven't seen my other stuff, possibly? I don't know how that works, actually. It's kind of hard to tell. They don't really give me stats for that. I know! What were they thinking bringing him back? I also don't like the marketing they're doing around it of like, cause like I saw something earlier today where it was like, you can't cancel Brock, and I'm like, oh please. Shut your goddamn faces. Yes, you can. Like, don't even try. Also, don't draw fucking attention to it. Like, the fact that you brought him back already is bad enough. The fact that you were trying to like use the bad press in his favor in any capacity is disgusting. I'm also not happy with them moving all pay-per-views to ESPN's like new app that they're coming out with, which is $30 a month. And as somebody who only watches pro wrestling and doesn't really like watching other professional sports on TV because I find it kind of boring to watch it just on television as opposed to like being live in a crowd. Like I'm going to an NFL game this month. I'm very excited about it. I'm not like a huge NFL like fan, but I'm very excited to go to this game because I've never been to an NFL game before. And I imagine being in a live crowd in a game versus the 49ers and whoever the LA team is, because I can't remember their name right now off the top of my head, because again, not a football fan. Like, that's gonna be super fun. That's gonna be really exciting because I bet the crowd's gonna be intense. But like, and I've been to enough other live sporting events of games that I'm not like, this isn't my sport, but like, I really love being in the live crowd. Baseball, for example, like I'm not huge into like watching baseball on television, but I get to go to a ball field and like hang out and like be in the crowd. Cool, that's awesome. But like ESPN's new app is gonna be $30, and as somebody who only watches pro wrestling on television, I am not paying $30 a fucking month just to watch WWE. And I have a feeling there is going to potentially be like pro wrestling fans. There are plenty of y'all who overlap with other, no, the Raiders are Vegas. The Chargers, that's who it is, the Chargers. So it's the 49ers versus the Chargers. So like, there are plenty of pro wrestling fans that do overlap with other sports fandoms. Like I know like a couple of you are big football fans, but also watch pro wrestling. But like, there is a significant number of pro wrestling fans who do not watch other sports, period. Like pro wrestling is the sport they watch and that's all they watch. So I do wonder on like, not on ESPN's side, I don't think Disney's gonna give a fuck, but like when it comes to WWE, I do wonder how much more their viewership is gonna shrink, because like, I think they're already getting buried in Netflix and not being watched nearly as much there. And on top of that, they're gonna have their pay-per-views go to ESPN, and I don't know how many like, especially since they spent years drilling into our heads, $9.99, $9.99, $9.99, $9.99, $9.99 for the network, guys. And then they remove that. I'm not paying $30 just to watch WWE on ESPN. I am going to a live Blood Bowl match. Are you kidding me? I wish it was like Blood Bowl. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how like insane that would be? It'd be hilarious. But no, it is just a normal football match. But because like Blood Bowl is more like a combination of like rugby and football, I suppose, rather than just being purely football. But yes, it is going to be very, very fun. Being in a crowd in a stadium is going to cost me more than $30, but here's the thing. I'm not gonna go to a football game all the time, and I'm not gonna, if I'm not gonna pay, okay, this is the thing. I only want to go to a football game if I can go to it live. Like the point is I would rather sink $150 per ticket or something like that into an NFL game one time than pay $30 for a month for a full year just to watch pro wrestling pay-per-views. Like the experience of going, because I can pirate the pay-per-views. Like I don't have to pay them to watch the fucking pay-per-view. I can go elsewhere to do that. Like there's ways around it. Like, but going to a live event, that's a unique experience. So I'm willing to pay for that. I'm not willing to pay for $30 for me to sit on my ass in my own house, on my couch, watching pro wrestling when there used to be other better ways to do it. And on top of that, like really the main reason that I'm not watching WWE right now is because they brought fucking Brock Lesnar back, and I am offended. I am offended. If Vince McMahon comes back, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I'm genuinely, like I'll be out completely. Like maybe AEW, but WWE until he's gone again would be dead to me. And they're already skimming that line right now because of bringing Brock back and because of doing the you can't cancel him gimmick. Like that I'm, as a woman, I'm offended by what they're doing. So that's really what it is. But that's my jam. I also like, yeah, he came back. Can you believe that? It's stupid. It's stupid. They should have never done it. They should have never, ever done it. They should have never, ever, 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 ever brought that motherfucker back. But they did, and I'm not watching it now because of it. But that's it. I've burned some time now. We did get our white completed. I need to do a little bit of touch up on a few locations for silver. Like I actually missed some chainmail in his armpit there. But overall, I'm feeling great about this. And we are going to work on, well, I'll probably work on him more off camera. You guys may not see all of it. You might end up seeing me back once with him on Tuesday just to finish the banner potentially, but I think the rest of the night might be finished off camera. I mean, I'll be recording it obviously because it's for a tutorial, but you may not see it on stream just because I have a couple of specialty streams coming up. Which before I head out, let me just go ahead and give you a rundown of what the remainder of the schedule is going to be for the rest of the week for streams. Tomorrow, I will be back at my normal time starting at 1 p.m. Pacific summertime or your regional equivalent. But unlike today where we were working on our Brettonian Knight, tomorrow I am going to be indulging in some birthday shenanigans and building the Going Merry because I got that recently from Lego and I am super thrilled. So tomorrow we're celebrating my birthday, which is not tomorrow technically, it is on the 11th, just in case anybody wants to know. It's not relevant, I will not be streaming on that day, but my birthday is actually the 11th, but I'm celebrating it tomorrow with you guys, so I hope you'll be able to join me. And I'm gonna be building the Going Merry, or getting as far through it as I possibly can. On Saturday, I will be also celebrating my birthday, but this time in a after dark sort of way, a spicier sort of way. So if you want to indulge in that content, if you are of legal age and a consenting adult, then please join me on my free OnlyFans page tomorrow starting at 6 p.m. Pacific summertime or your regional equivalent. I think for those of you in the UK, that will be midnight. And for those of you on the East Coast, I wanna say it's 8 p.m. I think, because you're a 2-hour difference from me. I don't remember now specifically, but regardless, yeah, that's when it's gonna be happening. I hope you guys are able to join me. We're doing a little bit of a later night stream just because, frankly, I haven't done an evening stream in a while and I just wanna do something in the evening. I think it'll be fun. Anyways, that is the streaming schedule. I have been Angela. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Genuinely, you guys were super active today. I really loved it. To anybody who donated or used their super chats available, if you are a member, thank you guys so much for doing that. I love seeing you guys pop those and use those, use the East Coast of 3 hours, so it'd be 10 p.m. Okay, perfect. All right, or 9 p.m. I can't do math, whatever. Well, you guys understand. You can do conversions, use Google, that's what I do. I always use Google to figure out my conversions because I never remember it. And you guys, I trust you. You can do the same thing. But I'm gonna go make dinner now. Have a good night, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful hobby night. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, to celebrate me getting older. All right, bye, everybody. See ya.